How do you get the arrow on the mirror, do you mean? Would you try virtual reality if Microsoft Flight Sim? It's not really of interest to me. I don't think. I kind of like if I have a VR headset on and I'm flying, how can I see all the controls I have in front of me? All the buttons and stuff, all the stream decks. It just makes that aspect of it very difficult. Mr. Jaffa Cake. Thank you very much, Jaffa Cake, for gifting 10 subs. Patroshka, how you doing? It's pretty good, Patroshka. If you just got a sub from Jaffa Cake, please give him a thank you, guys. Did they have hard cargo types such as windmill blades? They have wind turbine blades, and actually, is that in the base game or is that in the Jazzy Cat mod pack? Basically, if you get something like the Jazzy Cat mod packs, they had a whole world of trailers, and you can definitely, I mean, I've hauled wind turbine blades and the knuckle, which is the bit in the middle, that you can haul them, you can haul oversized cargo. There's all kinds of stuff you can haul. Just depends how brave you're feeling. I've seen a little bit Ultra Zippy, but not a lot. What have you got on the right stream deck? I can make out some of the buttons, not all of them. Basically like windows, washer, lights. Down here we've got the ignition, we've got the emergency thing, hazard lights, the bacon, trailer disconnect, and then track IR reset and pause. For gameplay, how useful is a stream deck? It's one of those... a stream deck is one of those things that... when you get it, you basically then start to put it to work, right? So, it's up to you how you map it. You can put whatever picture and button press you want there. I use it all the time. And certainly, you know, a game like, say, Elite Dangerous, which has so many button mappings, or even something like DCS, just incredibly useful, because you can't remember, you know, Control-Shift-1 to do this, Alt-Shift-3 to do that. Like, you just have it on a button with a nice icon. And the advantage it has over a button box is with a button box, you have switches, but then you have to label it or try to remember what each thing does. And then when you change game, you know, you can't change the labels on a button box, but with this, you can just go into a different profile and have it show completely different icons. I am not using any mods, Neil Caffrey. I'm not allowed to use any mods. Where are we parking this? Around the back somewhere. Another one delivered. Like a glove. Shame there's no apps that can turn a tablet into a similar thing. It's more difficult because you need to take the networking side of things into account, but it's completely possible, I guess. What is it you're looking for graphics wise, Neil Caffrey? All right, James, have a good one. Anti-aliasing. I have it on 400% thingy. Scaling. SMAA I have on low because that kills your frame rates if you put it on high. I know I need fuel, but we've only got fuel around the corner. There's a fuel station around here. On there. 2 here. We can get it on the way out, basically. Last time I tried it, Bobes, which was admittedly probably 137. If you put that up, it really did have a frame rate drop. Why do I have SSAO turned off? You don't need it. They've improved it since then. Okay, so what would you recommend? Ultra? High? Should you put on a high? NASCAR fan, think of 58 months. Okay, we'll see how we get on with that. We're not going to see it much here because it's not a particularly built up area. Would you recommend getting an extra large Steam Deck if you are starting out? Homer Simpson, thank you, bitch, just had a slice of banana cake. Oh, nice. I think if you have one extra large Stream Deck and you can fit it into your build somewhere, you will pretty much be able to do everything with that. If you only have a normal size one, given that one of your icons has got to be to come back out of a folder, if you was to go into like a profile for trucking, you would probably just have enough buttons on a normal Stream Deck, just maybe, before you'd have to change page to another page, right? Or if you don't mind doing that, you can have something that changes pages and have pages of buttons. If you want to get it all on one page, an XL will do that. An XL is expensive, but like I say, if you buy one, it's going to be on your rig for years, so you're going to get your money's worth out of it. You'll use it all the time. When you start using it, you will use it all the time. Right then. Let's see where life takes us this time. Out of Lamar. Raton. Is that? That's not in this. That's not in Colorado, is it? What did Raton used to look like? Did it used to like end here and then this road is new? Is there a way to have ATS map on tablet and zoom in like a normal map? Don't know. Ever heard of Touch Portal? It's similar to the Stream Deck that you can use on your phone tablet. Nope, I've not heard of that. Sounds useful. There's a program called Deckboard that turns your phone into a Stream Deck. Well, I mean, there's nothing to stop you like mounting an old phone next to your rig and use that with an app like, you know, Deckboard or something. There are ways of doing this. Let's see if we can head west a little. Colorado Springs could be a good one. Up to Denver. There you go. There's the knuckle bit, the wind turbine nacelle. Does the old way of bits still work when you put the name of the soundbite in brackets? No, Homer. What you have to do now is you have to send in a very specific number of bits to get the soundbite. That way of working, putting the name in tags, required custom code to do it. And that's gone now. If you're in the Discord server, I did announce it this morning, the announcement room, Homer. If you run the !SB command, that will give you a list of soundbite names and how many exact bits to use. So if you send in like 305 bits, you'll get the meep meep. If you send 306, you'll get game over. And I will this week add the rest of the soundbites in there because I've only added like what, about 7 or something at the moment. Denver. Where else are we going? Denver. Plows. That's the most boring trailer. Oklahoma is so small. Well, we've been playing for about 3 hours, and we've only managed to drive along that top bit and come down there. So there's still quite a bit of driving to do. Calm down, Sam Loose, mate. Are you in a rush? I'm thinking I really wish I didn't have that trailer. Actually, what I might do is make it morning, so we've definitely got... I want to make sure we're always traveling in daytime. They're worse. They're not as good as the first set I just had. Pueblo. Could take that. Dry milk to Pueblo. Raw milk. Okay. Is your cockpit pre-built rig, or did you build it out of aluminium profiles? So it's a SimLabs P1X. If you go to sim-labs.eu, I think it is, that's the basic rig. It's a SimLabs P1X. They also do the monitor stand. I don't really know if you can see this. You've got the rig uprights are here, and the rig frame is here, and they sell the seat. They sell the thing that the seat sits on is like a platform, and you can get adjustable sliding base. so that the seat can move. Like I just press a lever here and the seat can move around. Like they sell all of that. They sell the various seats. They sell, the P1X comes with the uprights. You then pick whichever wheel deck you want, because there's like about 3 different wheel decks you can get. Depending on whether you want a force feedback, a direct drive steering wheel. They make a specific wheel deck for that, which is like a circle that sits flush this way, and you put the wheel into it. This wheel deck is better for what I do. So this is bolted in underneath here. There's like 3 bolts holding the wheelbase in. And I can undo those 3 bolts, take the entire wheel off, and put a yoke there. Clamp the yoke onto this thing, because it's like a table, effectively. So the wheel deck is the most useful if you want to swap between a wheel and a yoke, or anything else for that matter. You're better off with the wheel deck one, they do. If you only want a direct drive wheel, you can buy a direct drive wheel deck, effectively. And then you've got the monitor. So the monitor's on a monitor stand, which is behind, you can probably see it there. That there is the upright stand. The leg, if you like, for the monitor. So the monitor, I can move the monitor, and it's independent of the rig, which is important, because if your rig vibrates and moves, you don't want the screen moving. So the monitor's on its own stand. And then the lights are attached to the monitor stand as well. But yeah, you basically accessorize it how you want. You start off with the P1X, and then you look at various bits and pieces that you want to attach on. They do like accessory things here that you can buy. Things that, like this. This is technically an accessory for something else, but I repurposed it and put my throttle on it. But it works, because they do all this kind of swinging arm type stuff. I also ordered extra extrusion, not from them. I just got some 40x40 aluminium extrusion from eBay.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Lol. I bought some 40x40 aluminium extrusion from eBay and some extra angle brackets, which are these things. So if you've got extra bolts, extra T-nuts, extra angle brackets, and extra extrusion, you can then like make your own thing. You can make your own accessories to bolt things onto, which is incredibly useful. D-Storm, thank you the bits. If my wife asks, I'm blaming you for ordering a Stream Deck XL. Dude, that's it. Larry B, thank you for 86. Homer Simpson just had a slice of banana cake. NASCAR fan with 58 and Matroshka with 43. Will trucking make a comeback as I see you previously, Colorado? Yes or no? Matroshka, I am just kind of, you know, just going with the flow at the moment. There's frankly not enough content in this game coming out regularly enough for me to just keep doing this every Sunday night. So I will be chopping and changing more things. I'll be doing some flying, doing some racing, doing some trucking, and then we go back to the desk, do some Stranded Deep, do some Raft, do some Factorio, like just do other things, basically. I'm just trying to do things that are fun for me and fun for you guys, but I won't just be saying, oh, I'm doing trucking every Sunday night. Like, I'm moving things around a little bit, because this game does not give you enough to keep doing it. And frankly, I don't think people want it. I think people do that themselves. Well, SnowRunner's a game that I enjoy playing with friends, so, you know, at some point we'll jump into SnowRunner and do some stuff. I play quite a few different games, you know? Well, I mean, I have to enjoy it, Koreans here. But it's also a case of you guys have to enjoy it. If you're seeing the same content again and again and again, it gets pretty dull. How do I get into this fuel station? Auto entry only. Eh. I've got an engine. I'm an auto. Or maybe it means automatic gearbox. Rip. Hang on. We'll just nip this way. Truck exit only. Okay. Where's the actual truck entrance then, out of curiosity? I found the entrance for the autos. Where's the entrance for the trucks? Is that... Oh, that's it, though. Oh my god. What an ordeal. You think Sunday Night Trucking was more about the interaction of the game? Yeah, but you can do the same interaction doing other games. You don't have to be trucking to do that interaction. Yeah? By your own admission, if it is about interaction rather than the game, then we can still chat and talk about stuff if I'm flying, or if I'm racing, or if I'm whatever. Doesn't matter. If it's less about the game, then I'm free to swap the game, right? It is a bit harder while racing, I'll grant you that one. It is definitely difficult while racing. It tends to be down the straights and stuff. You know, if I'm trucking and I read chat and drive into a wall, that's not as bad as if I'm racing and read chat and drive into a wall. That is certainly true. My Summer Car was the best game ever he has streamed. No. My Summer Car was the best game that you enjoyed me streaming. There is a difference. I mean, from my point of view, guys, I tried to entertain you guys. I tried to have fun. I tried to, you know, be useful, maybe teach some stuff if I can, or just generally have a good time. That to me is what streaming is. It doesn't require me to play a particular game at a particular time on a particular day. It doesn't. Nor does it require me to play your favorite game when you want me to. It's not that either. Which some people think it is. It's crazy. We just hang out, we have fun. It's a great community, and that's what I think we're here for. Right, we're going to go to Pueblo. You wonder if the sale of Codemasters will make the F1 game better or worse? Who knows? You tried My Summer Car, made you realise how little you know about cars. That's nothing. There's, what's that other game? Auto... what's it called again? Auto... I can't remember. You have to sound like everything from nuts and bolts. That's it. Is it automation? I think it might be automation. Thank you, Ibram. Yeah, I think it's automation. It started off as a VR-only game, but you have to sort of assemble everything from just the nuts and bolts. Absolutely insane. Or is that wrench? I don't know. Automated what car design? It must be wrench then. The best way to read chat while streaming: second monitor, iPad, Windows, program browser, OBS window. I use... It depends. When I'm driving, I tend to use the caps overlay. Yeah, it must be the other one, Tommy. It must be Wrench. You rage quitted my summer car last night? See, the reason people enjoy My Summer Car, they don't really enjoy My Summer Car. They enjoy watching somebody else play it because they know that it's a game that will at some point completely screw you over, and they enjoy watching it. You know, you spend like an hour assembling your car and then you get bit by a bee and die. When you're watching a stream, that's hilarious. If it happens to you, it's uninstall the game. Jeez, Dave, you have to make your sentences smaller than that. You can bypass the way station. Yay. Alright, we don't need to stop there. And I'll write him. Gotta love Jeffers, thank you for 68 months. You got to love the finished physics. Yeah, and the finished music. And the glitchy graphics. And the jail time. In your opinion, the developer ruined the My Summer Car. It was a very fun game with a good concept. Now it's just dying every possible way. Yeah, you see, I think when he added... I think it was around about the time he added wasps and then the jail. At that point, I realised what the developer was actually doing. Like, he wasn't trying to build... He wasn't trying to build this game. What he was actually trying to do was see how much he could push the boat out before people would stop playing it. Like, it was almost... The guy's quite twisted, really, if you think about it. He's got a real twisted sense of humour. He wants to just add more and more trolling things to kill you. And it is like a social experiment. And just keep going with it until people stop playing. And then it's like, and that's enough. Now we'll release it. Oh, I think it is, Tommy. Oh, well, I hope he's made a lot of money out of the game. I mean, some of the stuff he added in the game is fantastic. You know. I mean, how many games can you play where you can brew your own bootleg alcohol and then sell it? Right? And there's also the whole computer thing that he built. That was amazing. You buy a computer and then he's got all these games that you can download from a bulletin board over internet. It's just brilliant. There's no other game that does that. It's fantastic. But then you've just got all this other stuff that you get put in jail and you have to sit there for like real-time hours to get out. Sorry, brakes didn't work. Come on, the light's on green, let's go. His brakes were stronger than my truck, apparently. Also, in My Summer Car, I remember the days when you can actually compete in the rally. And it was fun. And then he just made it really... One day he just did a release and it just became very difficult to win anything in the rally. It's like all the AI just became God mode. And then he made it so that you had to drive there one day and then drive back the second day. to the point where it's just not even worth entering now because you're probably going to wreck your car doing it. And you won't win. Before that, it was too easy. I think he swung the pendulum too much the other way. Vakanov, thank you for 16 months. He did make the strawberry picking and rally dirt pointers in the end. Well, the strawberry picking, he never implemented strawberry picking properly. Because it paid so little money that nobody does it. Yeah, Deep Blue's not bad at chess. Let's see where we are. Okay, we're on Route 50 westbound. What's the squared flashing around your shifter area? Focus point for the camera or something. Okay, what? The squared flashing? I don't see a squared flashing around there. Unless the camera's doing the old trickaroo. One sec. It's most likely the autofocus box coming back. What's that? You're possibly taking down clips option, you redoing it your intro screen, mini clips, clip purposes, boosting, great. I understood about half of that sentence, Dave, but I deleted all the clips and then made clips sub only. So as a sub, you can create clips and I will use them to do the intro. So I still need subs to do clips for me. But I've had to restrict them. We'll see how it goes with this DMCA thing. Will the old intros make their way on YouTube? Oh, I see what you mean. Actually, I haven't really thought about that. I haven't thought about uploading those, Captain Flint. You mean so that you can watch the intro again? I never considered uploading the intro to YouTube. But now we've lost the clips, then maybe? Yeah, the problem is though, like, from every time there was a new intro, some of the clips would carry forward from one to the next. That's the only downside. I don't know what you mentioned, D-Storm. Probably just Nutslammer. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I hadn't really thought of it, Captain Flint. I guess now we don't have any clips, then maybe it makes sense to put them up there on SquirrelPlus. But, you know, what do we do going forward? Because the clips should hopefully stay now. Winter cars coming out 2022. D-Storm is cool, man. It's cool. let's face it, what you actually want to see, Captain Flynn, you actually want to see Curly Toes again, don't you? You want the intro with Curly Toes. Here he goes. Which would have been back in like January, February time. From the New Year's Eve. The New Year's Eve stream. Oh, I was killing myself. When we were playing that golf, I just couldn't hold it together. When I mentioned, was the ham sandwich I mentioned or something? I can't, what was that now? I just couldn't, I came out with that quote about a ham sandwich or something, I just couldn't hold it anymore. I couldn't even get the words out. Ham and cheese, that was it. Ham and cheese. Well, that was it. He was changing club and I said, is he going for a sandwich? I'll have a ham and cheese, please. And I just lost it. Oh, dear. Well, I don't think we played GTA like most people play GTA, to be honest. Oh, dear. Mr. Carl Downs, thank you very much for almost 4 years. If you've never seen the New Year's Eve stream from 2019, it's on SquirrelPlus. It's well worth a watch. Particularly when we start playing golf. When we start playing golf, it's just ridiculous. I don't think I've not added the ham and cheese soundbite yet. Gooch Foxy, thank you for 20 months. Underscore, thanks for 38 months. Yeah, we're coming up to Pueblo. Oh, ham and cheese was the soundbite that we used to have, pups. I just haven't uploaded it to the new stuff yet. You watched 3 of your old DayZ playlists. Wowzers. Crikey, even I haven't watched those in many years. I couldn't even tell you what I did. You mean cook, serve, delicious? Oh, look at that posh delivery thing. Thanks for choosing supper, lol. Niels, thank you for 27 months. I'm definitely feeling better, Niels. Delivered. Am I welcome here as I9M autistic? I'm not really sure what I9M is. I mean, at the end of the day, everybody's welcome here if they stick to the chat rules. We don't make any distinction. I mean, you could be here with no head as long as you can stick to the chat rules, it's fine. Right, we're in Pueblo. see where... Change the time of day again. Heapster, I'm gonna try, mate. I will try. We'll see what we can do. You like the iRacing booster C clip? Freight market. Let's see where this one goes. Ooh. Just up the road. Expires in 4 minutes. Good luck with that. Colorado Springs, Raton. A milling machine up to Denver. We could take that and go via Colorado Springs, maybe. Or we could take a wind turbine tower all the way through. But we've already been there. That would bypass Denver, so we'll not do that. Ooh, a triple. A triple to Montrose. Not had a triple for a while. Is Mrs. Squirrel on lockdown working from home? Is she classed as key worker? She's at home. Not all too long. Yeah, that's always the problem with a double and a triple is if you ever need to reverse, good luck. You're pretty sure triples are illegal in your state. Well, I don't know. SCS normally checks out this stuff. So I don't know. What's new in 139? The main differences, as I understand it, Heapster, are the home screen. So when you start the game, where you choose your profile now, that's been changed completely. They've added... What do they add now? They've added the lowboy trailers to ATS. And done some bug fixes, and that's more or less it. Like, it's not a big release at all. There's hardly anything in it. Oh yeah, there's the... Yeah, they've added some more viewpoints. They've retrofitted viewpoints to Idaho and somewhere else. And they've added the little information bar so you can, like a legend that you can see if they've been discovered. Because I think they form part of your discoverable list now, if you're 100% completer. So yeah, it's not a big update, this one. Yeah, it's not really worth breaking your TMP for it. There's not a lot in there. Added more large truck stops in 139. I don't know, Hipster. I don't think they've released a 139 free TS2 yet. So I expect it'll have similar things, but I don't know. Added a retarder to the 49X. I didn't know it was not added before. I mean, I'm using an Eaton Fuller 13 speed with retarder, I think. Oh, is it? Oh, they've already released ETS, well, there you go. Getting there, Nikolaith. Just had some jam crackers. Yeah, I tried this in VR back in 2015, I think, Zerma. Well, ETS anyway. Then I tried ATS when it came out in VR. How true to life is this sim? In what aspect? I have to be careful with my answer on that one. It doesn't simulate the life of a truck driver, if that's what you mean. It simulates trucking. You see SnowRunner's added new maps? No idea. That's very true, Mr. Happy. I shift gears because I find it more interesting and challenging. Right, let's have a look. One of the main things that's still missing for me is the whole multi-drop thing. Like, own a trailer and do multiple drops. Yeah, but I don't think they were changing colours, they were just changing style. Righty then. You just couldn't get into ATS. ATS 2? There is no ATS 2. Well, they still need to overhaul the job engine. The way jobs are generated really needs to change a lot. I would like it if they did that as part of multi-drop. Zerma, I don't really play VR that much. Track IR is all the way for me. Like, I want to see my controls. I want to be able to read the chat. I don't want to have to hold two things in my hand or like whatever I need to do for VR. I just want to be able to do what I have here, but have head tracking. You wish they would bake in a multiplayer. It's obviously something they don't want to do. They don't want to be responsible for running servers and all the rest of it. It has to be that. It needs a job planner menu. It needs It needs a lot of things in terms of job generation. It needs like a mini economy inside of it. You think it should be self-hosted? As in, you spawn up a session and play with your friends? I mean, that works, apart from you're never going to be playing with many people if you do that. Eye tracking's not for me. Well, Mr. Happy, I think it tries to strike a blend between arcade sim. It's definitely, and I hate this word, but it's a simcade, isn't it? So I think, you know, it simulates weight to a point. Yeah, but Whiteland, you've missed like the 97 stop signs that I have stopped at, but you wasn't here. Too busy barbecuing pizza. I bet you've got pizza for later. A SnowRunner type co-op would be best so you can play with friends, but doesn't need a full-on MP server. I'm not sure that's what people want. I mean, I can't. Yeah, that. Obviously, being able to just drive around with your friends is fun, as long as they keep the AI, right? Because if it was just you and a couple of friends in an empty world, that would feel horrible. But then again, in order to have you and your friends looking at the exact same traffic, that brings a lot of technical challenge. Let's say you've got JazzyCat mod packs installed, and I don't, and I start seeing JazzyCat trailers in, you know, and you don't. Like, how's that going to work? You're not a fan of MP Truck Sim? For me, it's a single-player game. You see, I guess I'm probably in the same ballpark as you, Geek. I do enjoy MP, but mostly I play it single-player. But there are people who just play mostly multiplayer. Multiplayer with sync traffic has already been done by Bus Simulator. They don't allow you to mod the AI. They don't allow you to mod the vehicles in the game like this game does. In this game, you can create mod packs. Oh god. In this game, you can create... Thanks, game. You can create mod packs that completely change the vehicles that you see driving around. It took away the immersion and it felt empty. That's the problem with multiplayer. Once you get all these AI vehicles, annoying as they are, if you remove them, the world feels empty. You think it's not that hard to make players synchronize the mods they're using? You see, Factorio does it. With Factorio, you can join a Factorio server and it enforces you to have the exact same mods. So you could do it. But somebody has to be the one to decide what's on the server. You know why? That some of the mod packs are like gigabytes in size. Oh, there's Factorio AutoSync now. Nice. I never used to have that, did it? That was always a problem. I've got 1.27 of Afraid of the Dark, and you've got 1.28. That means I can't join. Pro mods is 7 gig in size when extracted. Yeah, and some of the Jazzy Cat stuff is like over a gig. I don't know, the first thing they have to do is they have to want to do multiplayer. I don't honestly think they want to do it. I think they look at it as, well, we've got this far on single player, we've got all these maps and things to do, let's just get on with that. Adding multiplayer to a game that was only built for single player is, you're forcing the situation, you're going to break things, and it'll take time. And I think that's why they don't do it, because they're just reluctant to do it. I've never actually played Conan Exiles. Yeah, but why then? Steam Workshop only allows mods up to like a gig, I think, which is one of the reasons why Jazzy Cat and Pro mods and all the rest of it can't even go on Steam because they're too big. The files are too big. And that works for the smaller stuff, but not for the bigger stuff. And then you get into other issues with mods, like say you're running a mod that I don't even like, and it's a mod for your environment. Like, it might change the lighting, or it might change some of the textures on the trees. It's not going to affect my game. I don't even need it, and I don't want it. You might have a different rendering mod. Are you going to make me download that as well? Yes, D-Storm. I will be taking a break. I love it when you drive through valleys in this game, and you get, like, the rocks on either side, the river. I love it. The main issue with MP is the bans can be harsh. Accidentally hitting someone equals a 2-week ban. Yeah, well, it's difficult. You've got all the idiots in there and they don't know if you're one of them. I think they do have no collision servers. Hitchhikers. I've always wanted those jobs where they, illegal goods type jobs. You know, you take your trailer and you get approached. You take this package, no questions asked. Bit of extra money. Just don't get caught. Mr. Blackbird, thank you for 71 months. Oh, that's nice. Hello, Malcolm. Yeah, exactly like Protocol. I used to love that stuff. It's the classic risk-reward scenario. What about overweight loads? Oh yeah, they should add that too. But then, you know, you probably... I don't know. It would work. It would be fun, but I don't think they're going to add it. You always wanted that for air hauler running coke from Colombia. Wait. They don't tell you it's Coke. They say it's Pepsi. But no, what they actually say is take this package, don't ask any questions. What's in it? You know, you're asking questions, right? They don't tell you what it is. They just tell you to move it. Why are you paying me so much money to move flour? Well, because it's very special flour. Clo Pepper, thank you for the sub. You get something like that in a shipping game you play, you get suspicious goods and you pay so much. Yeah, they got that from ports of call. Well, you know, as you're about to set sail, somebody would approach you and say, will you just take this box? And what you actually have to do is look at where you're heading. Because if you're heading to a port like Rotterdam, where you know security is going to be hot, you don't take it. If you're heading somewhere where, you know, the customs are probably not that hot, you could risk it. Boyan, thank you for performance. We're in your old stomping grounds, nice. See, the problem is, though, with that stuff, is it has to fit with the gameplay. Like, it has to be balanced with the gameplay. It's no good. Let's say you're low level and you don't have much money. Let's say you've got like 20,000 euros in the bank. And then some guy comes up and says, I'll give you 8,000 euros if you put this extra box in the back of your trailer. Well, you look at that and you go, well, hang on, I've got 20,000 in the bank and you're going to give me 8,000. That's a lot compared to what I have. That's worth the risk. Later in the game, you've now got 800,000 in the bank. And a guy comes up to you and says, I'll give you 8,000 if you take this box in your trailer. You're going to go, nope. So unless that scales, it won't work later. B9 Bolt, thank you for 25 months. You could take level ups to get more money. What, get XP for it? This guy can give you XP? That doesn't seem right. That's a nice rest area. 6% grade for the next 9 miles. Trucks use low gear. I have not seen a runoff in Colorado, no. I have seen runoffs on other map sectors, but not here. This sim does not have seasons, no. It doesn't really do, like, when it comes to weather as well, it tends to be sunny or cloudy, or it'll, like, absolutely throw it down with rain. Oh, there's a runoff. But it doesn't tend to have, like, just light rain and drizzle, that kind of thing. Yeah, if you take a run up at that point and keep going, you'll jump over the mountain and land back at your start point. And you get double XP. CB chatter, yeah. don't know why they took that out. Like, they already had that stuff. Like, is that a runoff, or is that just going to somebody's farm? It looks like it could be used as a runoff. You never seen one IRL stepping down for crossing? I don't think they're common over here. You see that? It was like a whole load of post boxes next to that car. UK is fairly flat. We've been to Sheffield? Or the Lake District? Or Wales or Scotland? Or even down the coast towards Cornwall and Devon, there's some pretty steep drops. The kind of hills that you look at and you think, I'm not taking my car up there. Wait, is this a dam or something? God. That's quite low level water right now. Dillon Pinnacles or something it was called. There's a runoff escape lane near Scarborough. No, I think that's just the road out of Scarborough. All roads coming out of Scarborough are technically escape roads. This is a very windy road. No stopping on bridge. Who would do that? Like, who would stop on the bridge? Oh, let's just take a picture here. Yeah, but it's just the fact, yeah, but it's the fact they put a sign on it, Zerma. I know people do stupid stuff, but why would you put a sign up? Because you might as well put a sign up to say, don't throw apples out the window. Because people do that as well. Someone playing Pokemon Go would stop. Probably. Sheffield's got some hills like that, Malcolm. Or you just think, if the bus stops now, it ain't going to get going again. No, they're not, Mr. Swears. The only doors in the UK that mark fire doors are the ones that actually are fire doors. And they only get the fire door sign if they've been tested to withstand flames for like so many minutes. And if they got glass in them, it has to be that fire glass with the crisscross wire pattern. Well, this is pretty town. Montrose. That's a rather large Peterbilt dealer. Alex, how you doing, sir? What's my thoughts? I don't know. It's the same every time they release a map DLC. It's like, this is really nice. It's more nice content. I'm happy with it. I mean, I've not really seen them put out a bad map DLC now for years. No Microsoft Flight Sim. It's funny that. When I play Flight Sim, people say, oh, no ATS. And then when I play ATS, they go, oh, no Master Car. And then I play Master Car, they go, oh, no OMSI. I play OMSI, and they go, whoa, you've not played OMSI for years. What about Microsoft Flight Sim? It's called Can't Please Everyone. Yeah, Pac-Man. I need to go back and do some Pac-Man. RTX Pac-Man. That's where it's at. Play all of them together. Yes, I'm using the clutch. It's down there. You heard Pac-Man release track IR support. First person Pac-Man in VR, that's where it's at. Well, there's not much danger on that, Ben GT. Overshot by like that much. Yeah, well, it was kind of hard not to glove that one, really. Hey, we got paid this time. Yay. Nearly level 46 on my review account. This is literally an account I use when I'm not allowed to run mods. Right, I'm going to take a break, guys, for an hour, so I shall be back. I'm going to go and stretch my legs and try and eat something else. So, yeah, hopefully you'll join me in an hour. We'll carry on with this. I need to save this now. We'll literally carry on from here at 5 p.m. So, yeah, if you're coming back, now's a good time to go and, you know, stretch your legs, walk the dog, say hi to your missus, whatever, you know, have some food. And I shall see you all in an hour's time. If you're heading out, well, have a great evening. Yeah, get outside, breathe the air, you know. Anyway, I shall see you all in 1 hour, so take it easy. Bye for now.